Guys, UFC 245 was this weekend. Colby Covington got knocked out by Kamaru Usman.
And we're here to break it down for you.
Because no one's talking about how masterful of a knockout this was by Kamaru. They're basically just saying like, oh, he's got power. That's been the difference maker. It wasn't. We're gonna show you how Kamaru set this shot up and why it was like technically brilliant and he should be getting more credit.
Yeah. So one thing with a southpaw engagement, which Colby Covington is a southpaw.
Which no one even talked about leading up to this fight. Colby is a southpaw. Kamaru is an orthodox fighter. That means my power hand that's back is my left.
And mine is the right.
So in this engagement, unlike an orthodox fighter, which would be here, when we're in southpaw, I can throw my left. The left hand channel is open. And for Alex, correct. I can't believe I just fucking said correct. It's because that's how my coach teaches. Okay, so the left hand channel is open for me as a southpaw, and it's open for Alex as the orthodox fighter. So in this engagement, the rear hand becomes a lot more important, and the ability to land the rear hand is a lot easier than an orthodox, where if Alex throws his rear hand, I'm blocking with my left and my right. So Colby was actually doing a fantastic job through the duration of the whole fight, actually landing his left and utilizing his left. So we back up a little bit so you guys can see our feet. When you're in a southpaw versus orthodox engagement, what you're trying to do is take your front foot and get it to the outside of the other fighter. So Colby was doing a great job of cutting a slight angle on Kamaru. He even stepped on Kamaru's foot, and he would come in, hit Kamaru, and then back up. Kamaru would try to even follow, so he'd hit, and Kamaru would throw his right, and Colby would back up out of range. That was all great. He was even doing a fantastic job of getting that outside angle, loading his right leg and drawing a jab from Kamaru and countering over the top. And in the sequence that ended the fight, that is what he did. The problem is
he always circled out to his right. So he Holly Holmes himself, everybody.
So he would throw the left, get the angle, throw the left, disengage, and what did he do every time, Alex?
Circle out to the right. All 5 rounds of the fight.
He would circle to his right. Because if he circled to his left, he's circling right into Kamaru's power hand. Like, if I did this, boom, lights out, cash, money, check, I don't know, I'm dead, basically. You just gave me CTE even thinking about that. So, his team and Colby actually had a good read in a way, because they didn't want to circle into Kamaru's power hand.
So it nullifies his Kamaru's power hand.
Because if I'm circling to my right, try to throw your power hand at me. Right.
It missed. So
it's hard.
What Kamaru has to do is effectively cut off the octagon, which is really, really hard to do.
It's super hard.
But it was made easier because Colby Covington squared up and then he started hopscotching over here to his right.
Every time, predictably.
Yes.
So in the actual sequence that ended the fight, again, Colby did a great job. Had his left hand high the whole damn fight. Was super disciplined. Even the 5th round, barely dropped it, which you never see in MMA fighters. Colby drew the jab, hit Kamaru with a nice left, then he backed, disengaged, Kamaru through the right. It fell short. Then Covington squared his stance and started circling to try to get that outside angle.
And this is where Kamaru was key. So let's just pretend that I followed him.
So I'm circling.
And what Kamaru did was take a small step and he faked the right.
Colby stepped back to try to react to Kamaru's right, but put himself off balance.
Kamaru took a huge left and faked the left.
And Colby tried to use an intercepting hook to get inside Kamaru's hook that he thought was coming. So he removed his right hand to cook.
But then Kamaru, what he did was then he loaded up, he had his right loaded, and he hit Colby Covington.
Right down the button, guys. So Kamaru basically set Colby up. He read that Colby was always circling to the right. Then he used 2 feints. He feinted the right, feinted the left, and came right down the middle.
But there was no way for Colby to move at that point because the cage is right here and Colby Covington was off balance like this. And there's no way for him to move.
It was essentially Kamaru had checkmated Colby. So if we break it down again, let's talk about like how masterful, like what can Covington do, right? So the jab was thrown, he counters. He disengages, Then Kamaru threw the right. Colby was safe. He's like, hell yeah, I'm good. Starts circling to the right. This is where it becomes hinky, right? Because Colby's like, okay, I'm circling right. I should be okay. Kamaru fakes it though. And the issue was Kamaru had driven Colby to the cage. If we pretend the walls are the cage, Colby couldn't back up quite as far. So when he starts circling and Kamaru throws the right again, Colby has to sort of square his, keep his legs close together, and he's loaded on his back foot. At this point, there's no way for Colby to move to his left because all of his balance is on his heels, and he's essentially leaning this way to try to get away from Kamaru's right. But the right never came, it was a feint. But Colby's hands are still super disciplined, so if Kamaru had then tried to throw the right hand, it's blocked. Colby's got his guard up. So Kamaru feinted with the right, but the left. And Colby tried to check hook it, which again, wasn't wrong, except the check hook never came. But now, my right hand is removed. Colby actually did a great job. Almost no MMA fighters would be disciplined enough to keep their left hand up in this situation.
And what came after that was Kamaru's piston-like right hand. He didn't even move his shoulders for the power. He just simply hit him like this.
And it actually hit on Colby's right side, which is very rare for the power shot in this type of engagement to hit that side of the face, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because usually it would come from this side. But at that point, Colby was off balance, took the shot, couldn't roll with it, and at that point, he was done. Kamaru had the checkmate.
Yeah, so this KO was only possible from the right circling of Colby Covington.
Which is technically correct, but even if you do something that's technically correct too often and predictably in the UFC, then the fighters at the elite level can make a read like Kamaru did. And to be fair, it took him 4 rounds, 4.8 rounds to make this read, but he was still able to execute it and get it done.
Yeah.